If you'd mentioned the word street food even as much as 10 years ago, it would have conjured up images of greasy burgers, dodgy kebabs and soggy chips. But now things have changed, and I'm happy to say they've changed for the better. Because if you go to any buzzy town or city, you're likely to come across a street food market that's got you licking your lips. And you know what? You don't even have to eat this food in the market itself. You can easily take it home and share it with your friends, preferably with a glass of wine that's different, interesting and delicious. So I'm getting stuck in. Well, that was fun. I've got some great dishes, and now all I need to do is to pair it with some fantastic wines. And I've chosen wines from the region of southwest France, which is a region so vast it makes an incredible range of wine styles, including those from grape varieties that are both interesting and delicious. So first up, falafel, which is a Middle Eastern dish traditionally based on chickpeas, but full of spices like cumin and with some green herbs as well. My first southwest France wine of choice to go with it is a red wine from the region of Côte du Tarn. Now, typically, red wines from the Côte du Tarn are quite lively, quite fresh, and full of crunchy red fruit, which is really great with something spicy like falafel. And on the palate, it does exactly what it tells you it's going to on the nose. It's fresh, it's vibrant, and it's full of that crunchy red fruit, which is perfect for lifting all of the spice in the falafel. You can also go with a white wine if you want. And so my white wine of choice is something called Pairings de Vic B. Normally, it has this really good balance between citrus fruit and tropical fruit. And on the palate, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's zingy. It's really going to pep up those green herbs and will match perfectly with the spice of the cumin. So the next dish we have from the street food market is the pulled pork. Now, I used to breed my own pigs, and when I did that, I came up with any number of ways to cook pork. And one of my favourite ways was to cook it slow and low, just like this delicious pulled pork is. It's succulent, it's tasty, it's quite fatty, but it's full of flavour. So the first wine I've chosen is a red wine from the region of Cahors. Now, Cahors is the home of Malbec, and usually the wine is given the nickname black wine because it's so dark in colour and so deep and rich in flavour. But more importantly, it's full of black fruits, black currants, black cherries, blackberries. It's got all of them, which is perfect to match with the rich flavours in the pork. You could go white wine with this if you wanted to go for something at completely the opposite end of the spectrum. And so the white wine I've chosen is a wine from the region of Éruleguy, which is an achingly beautiful region down in the Basque Country in southwest France. And this is sort of yin to the Cahors yang because it's fresh and lively and fruity. And what's perfect about it with the pulled pork is that it really cuts through that fattiness. So the last dish that I've got is this beautifully coloured Brazilian fish stew called moqueca. Now this one's made with snapper, but you could make it with any type of fish really. And it's got this lovely sauce that's made with coconut milk and coriander and lime and chilli, all of these lovely different flavours going on. And so the first wine I've matched with this is in fact a rosé. And rosé is my general tip anyway to go with most fish dishes because it's quite a versatile style of wine. And this particular one comes from the region of the Côte du Lot. And it's really pretty and bright and fresh and fruity. Then on the palate, it's zesty and tangy, and it's got this lovely sort of sour edge to it, which really comes from that cranberry flavour. And that's going to be brilliant to pick up on the sweetness of the coconut milk, but also to match with the chilli and to go with the zinginess of the lime in that sauce. But you could also go with a white wine for this. And so the white wine I've chosen comes from the region of Tursan. Now, it's made by a grape variety that I happen to think is quite romantic sounding, which is called Baroque. And it's typically very floral, very fresh, very lively sort of wine. So let's have a go. It's fresh and zingy, yes, but it's got this lovely floral character like it has on the nose, almost chamomile-like, as well as having this lemon richness to it. And all of those things together are going to work really well at lifting all of those intense flavours in the moqueca. And there we have it. Be different in your approach to the incredible array of street food dishes that are available to us. And take a leaf out of my book by taking them home, sharing them with friends, and pairing them with unusual and delicious wines of southwest France. Cheers!